What is up, guys? Welcome to a new series called Seafarer The Ship Sim. My name is Ep1, and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. I play simulation-style games, historical simulations and that sort of thing. I try to play them as realistic as possible, and this game is actually really fun. I've been playing it now for a little bit, and I've gotten through the tutorial, did the first couple of missions. We are on board, I believe, one of my ships. The story arc goes, we're helping a friend start up his business, hauling freight across the ocean. This is the bridge of our ship here. There we go. The Herbert. There's this little container cargo ship. It's one of the starting vessel. The tutorial has you start in a tugboat and kind of drive around. Just get to use the controls and that kind of thing. Tugboat is kind of fun. Use it a little bit more. And one of the things I really like about this game is that you can actually do a bunch of like different mini games and missions and that sort of thing. I'm going to open up the tablet here, and this is the Crest View or Crest Line cargo faction, and this one here is the like the harbor patrol kind of a faction. I've kind of gone the route of the cargo way. I haven't really done much in the way of the tugboats and fireboats, police boats, that sort of thing. I believe this symbol here indicates a story arc, whereas the other ones that don't have that symbol is just a way to get money and experience points. Take a look at our fleet here really quick, our starting fleet. I really haven't played around in here much. I'm brand new. Like I got 14,945, whatever the symbol is. If I call it dollars or points or whatever, please bear with me. So anyway, this is our ship down here, and these are all the ships that we can purchase. We don't currently have any crew. We can hire some crew, and maybe we will do that in this episode. I just unlocked that when I did the last mission, which I did actually record, but silly me, when I set up my recording software, I messed up the audio setting, and the game audio was overlaid with my voice audio, and it drowned out my voice. So I just decided to kind of start all over again, and not start all over again with the mission of the game, but start all over again with the series. So the Herbert here, it's got two of these ANSI pods. I believe that's how you pronounce it. These things swivel 360 degrees, just like a tugboat. We have two big ones in the back and one small one in the front that helps the bow maneuver around, which I'm sure we will get to play with a little bit. As you can see here, I am level 4, and yeah, stats wise, 10% through the game, and we're just kind of doing cargo. So these are the hints. Let's get out of here. Actually, we need to accept a mission, do a mission. So this one here is going to give us that much points, 2,300 points, and 140 experience. We have to load the cargo ferry, secure it, steer the cargo ferry to the next port destination, unlock it, and unload the cargo. Here we kind of have the same thing. It's just partially unload the freight. It looks like 2 different ports there. About the same amount. We get less experience, so we're going to skip that one. Load containers. This is a large cargo of new goods that's just arrived in the port. It's already gotten to the dock and needs to be unloaded. We can get a lot of money for it and just a little bit of experience points. So I'm thinking I want the experience. So experience unlocks things. So I think we're going to do this one here. We'll accept it. So, all right. Pull up our radial thing here. We'll kick on some lights. Pull up our map. We'll see where we need to go. Looks like we just need to turn to the right a little bit, and we'll be there at the end of the pier. And we can see it over there. We're pretty far away from the dock right now, I believe. We'll go third person. Yeah. All right. Let me pull up the HUD. A couple of things I like and dislike about this. Down in the... I don't have a mouse, so I can't really point it around. So I'll try to use my descriptors as best as I can. Down in the lower right-hand corner, we have our mini-map, our engine condition, boat condition, fuel level. The command to like exit the chair that I'm sitting in, the steering wheel here. I'll go back into it so we get back there. The time of day, the wind direction. Up above that we have our turn indicators, and I can separate them out. I can turn just the bow, or I can turn just the aft ANSI pods. Little scales next to those is our throttle. Above all that, that is that box up in the upper right hand corner there, the ferry cargo delivered to Fort Westport. That is, in fact, I'm gonna get going here. We can chat while we maneuver around. That is our to-do list, and I wish I could make that go away. Up along the top we have our compass strip up there. I wanted to see if I was going to strike that dock. Let me get out. Okay, we've got plenty of space here. We're going to go down that way. Over in the upper left-hand corner, we have our reminder for how to get to the tablet. And if I push the Alt key down the lower left-hand corner to show some keyboard commands, we have our binoculars we can use. We cannot zoom in our binoculars, but we get a little bit of magnified view. We do have some buttons that we can push. Our horn. We can drop anchor. Dock. We got our lights there. We can radio for help if we need to, if we get stranded. The last mission I was playing for the storyline, we were breaking down like every 5 minutes, which is really annoying. So we can cruise around. We're going to slow down just a little bit here. We're doing 7.7 knots. I'm going to come out of this view. So now nobody's driving the boat. You can actually run all around the ship, and you can go like down here into the engine compartment, which I'm sure we'll need to do at some point. We got crew quarters in here. I believe one of these is our cabin we can actually go into. So even though we're the only one on board, I cannot run. This speed is what we get. So I was gonna hire some crew. That's all right. Maybe we can hire them when we get to this dock over here. If not, oh well, we'll have to do everything ourselves. I believe we can hire crew to like load and unload and drive the boat, the ship. All right, let's give us some throttle here and get going. The ship will do about 14-15 knots. And it's very maneuverable, which is nice. Sometimes it's a little bit too maneuverable. Alright, we're starting to get close, so I'm going to start slowing down a little bit here. Well, these ANSI pods, they can swivel 360 degrees, so you don't have reverse. You just turn the pod around and have it thrust the other way. We don't have to be precise, we just have to get close to the box, and I can press and hold a button and it'll kind of auto dock us. which is kind of nice. We are coming in kind of fast, so... But I have to maintain thrust on the ANSI pods, otherwise I won't have any maneuverability. Or very little maneuverability. Okay, so that little yellow box that just popped up with the arrow, I have to get the arrow inside the yellow box. And then I can do the auto docking. Scoot the back in here. I got almost 90 degrees on the back end. Move that front one in as well. I'm gonna a little bit ahead, so we're gonna back it up a little bit.
It's easy to lose your sense of scale on a ship like this.
I just tried holding K to dock, but I'm not in that circle yet, so... The thing is, those back pods are a lot bigger, and there's 2 of them, than the front one, so it's not nearly as responsive. No, the back is, like, more powerful. The front isn't as responsive. So... Let's swing around here. Okay, the front pod did something weird there. I'm gonna turn it. Oh, I've got to pay attention to it. There we go. Alright, I think we can dock now. There we go. Alright. So, we're going to get out of this view. We'll get out of the driver's seat. And we need to load our cargo. So I'm going to swap to the crane. And this is like one of those little mini game things. We're going to take on some cargo. So we're going to lower down our crane. I don't have three-dimensional depth here. So it's a little bit challenging. There we go. We'll pick it up. We'll put it on board ship. I think put it over here in this area here. Nope, wrong way. Oops. Hit the stack. This is a challenge. Try to be quick, smooth. Get them nice and even here. All right. We'll go back to our ship. Apparently we only had 2 of them. Now we have to tie it down. So we will attach that. And we will lock down these dogs. All the corners. Securing it to our ship. Alright, before we set sail, I'm going to go down the engine room and make sure our engines are good to go. Whoa! And come down this corridor here. And here is one of our engines, and there is the other. In this room here, we have like a workbench, which I really haven't used yet. And this is like our engine operation room. So we have normal filters there. That's great. Normal there. Nice temperature there. Nice temperature there. All right. So now we're down here in the engine room. You can see engine 1, engine 2 over there on the right hand, or excuse me, the left hand side, are all green. One of the missions I just did came down here and they were all red, and I had to play some mini games to get the engines back up and running. And that was before we even left the pier. So I want to make sure that they were good before we actually left, and they are. So close that hatch. We'll get up to our bridge here. Alright. Let's look at the map, figure out where we're going. Looks like we're going way over here. Perfect. Okay. So it's not too far. We just have to get out of here. We're going to follow the coastal waterway here. And we'll get right up there to it. Shouldn't be very difficult at all. I can set waypoints, but I'm not going to right now. Before we leave the dock, though, let's see if I can hire some crew. I'm going to hire an officer. We'll hire this one. Oh. There we go. I'm going to assign the officer. I think we just assigned him to the Herbert. I think that's what that was. Alright, so... Am I... Yes, I am. Alright, let's go into third person here. I'm going to need to undock. And that gives me access to my controls here. Oh. And I'm going to give just my bow a little bit of thrust. I'm going to give my stern pods a little bit of thrust, and we will smack that pier like it's ain't no thing. All right. I get spun around here. We'll get going the right direction. There we go. Our stern should clear that pier. I'm going to go ahead a little bit. Just to be sure. There we go. And it is foggy. Keep an eye on my radar right here. Kind of help me out. We'll slow down a little bit here too because of the fog. Take a look at our map. We're going to come out here to the right.
Best put the lights on right away, so the other captains get a better idea of the size of the ship.
Lights are all on. Oop. Except for that one. There we go. One of the things I did notice is that the compass down here is 180 degrees off. So I trust the compass that is on our HUD a lot more than that one. We'll get out of the harbor here and I'll set some waypoints, and maybe that officer I just hired will be able to drive for me, because honestly that was the most tedious part, was just driving from waypoint to waypoint in the open water. With the currents and the wind pushing you around, you had to keep your hands on the steering wheel at all times. Alright, looks like we're clearing the harbor. Open our map here. Alright, let's go into navigation mode here, or plan our route. And we're just going to kind of go up the coast here. Something like that. Start angling towards that first waypoint. One of the things I don't like about the waypoint system in this game is that in the map, if I missed this waypoint and I just want to go direct to this one, I can't delete this one. And that may not be a big deal, but that's the only waypoint I see in the mini-map down in the lower right-hand corner. So, which is kind of a bummer. So, like, if I miss this waypoint, that it won't show me this one on that little mini-map. And I can't remove it. I come to the map, I can't remove just this waypoint. I have to remove them all. So, let's see if I can hire or assign my officer to assign task. Okay. I don't know if I assigned anybody to do that or not. Oh, yep. Perfect. So now this officer here will follow my waypoints and drive the ship for me, which is helpful. Let's go out here on deck.
Hello.
Hi. Nice night. A little foggy, a little chilly out here on deck. I see. Okay, this is my room. I was like, I saw when I first walking by this little table. I was like, oh, is that a galley? I'm like, that'd be cool to have a galley. Oh, interesting. I really haven't explored around too much. Just running around because I was doing the missions and stuff. So. Very cool. Little coffee pot there. Yeah, it's a nice little ship. Nice little boat. You can sit in this seat here. Kind of off center. The seat is... It's kind of weird. Alright, well, I will sit here and let the officer drive for a little while and kick my feet up. Relax for a little bit. And I will come back when something happens.
Ahoy!
Oh, I did find a galley. I'm in the cruise quarters. I'm exploring the ship right now, and I've gone all over the place. It's morning, by the way. The sun is really high in the sky, too, for morning, because it just turned light. Anyway, I was just checking out some of these other areas, and I found the galley. So I got a little table here. Little refrigerator, microwave, little bar or something here, phone. I can't open this door. Got a water cooler.
Reporting for duty.
Hear my officer up there. Uh-oh. Talking. Apparently whenever you get close to him, he likes to greet you. So these must be my quarters. So yeah, anyway, I was just exploring the ship and seeing what I can do. One of the things I really wanted to do, and it's kind of sucky that we can't do it. I found this ladder. I want to go up there, but I can't. And like I just glitched through the ladder. So where we are, let's pull up the map. We're right here. Yeah, we're going real slow. This monitor here says we're doing 23.6 knots, but that's a lie. That monitor is not accurate. In fact, we are doing, I'm guessing, about 14 knots. Because that's about as fast as this ship goes.
Captain? Hello? Ahoy!
Ahoy. I sit in here. I sit on the armrest. Looks like I'm just kind of leaning against it. My officer disappeared. So... yeah. Just waiting to get there. Got a long way to go. Might as well close the door. Keep the heat in. So... yep. Just waiting. Oh, just found this. It's been a minute. Let's pull up our map really quick. You can see where we're at now. Still got a long ways to go. I'm hoping that we actually make it. Because our resource consumption, I think this is... okay, yeah, that's counting down. So we got another 15 minutes to go here. So anyway, it is saying that we're going to be pretty much out of everything when we get there. So I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, I just found this clock. It says wait. I was like, ooh, like fast travel? Oh, we're turning. We hit that waypoint. I clicked it, and it says the ship must be anchored to use the clock. So it is a wait function, but I think we have to be anchored, you know, in order to wait any period of time. I was kind of hoping we can use it as a fast travel. So because I have been recording now for an hour, and we're about halfway there. We left from down here going up to here, and that's about the halfway point. So yeah, it's a long route. It is fun though. Just a little boring, I would say, just sitting here letting somebody else drive, which honestly it's better than me driving because the ship maneuvers and kind of wanders. You can't just set it on a course and expect it to stay on that course. So that is strange. What is this going on out here?
Reporting for duty.
Some ship activity. I didn't see him on the... I said it was strange because I didn't see him on the radar. Usually... and there we got him now on the radar now. Radar is not very good. Must be too small to be picked up. I'm looking... That magenta dot is now right there. Alright, well... it's just kind of... might need to upgrade our radar. It didn't pick it up very close, you know, very far away. We would have run them over if they were right in front of us, and then we didn't see it in time. So... let's go down here on deck. Check out our anchors. I can't zoom out anymore. The anchor is kind of down there at the bottom of the screen. Seas have picked up a little bit. We're just plowing through. I can't go into third person like I was able to when you actually have control of the ship. It's kind of a bummer. It is what it is, but I've just been sitting here, just watching, waiting. Got a little bit of time left to go here. Alright, I just actually modified the map a little bit. I did away with there was a waypoint that was kind of off center. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, so I just did away with the entire thing. Put one waypoint right there at the harbor mouth, and we'll go straight to it. So, made that quick change. I also ran some numbers. Now, if we're traveling at an average speed of like 14 knots, to cover about 3 nautical miles would take about 15 minutes. So we have 9 minutes to go. So we actually have a little bit of time compression, which is super nice because this is taking a while. Even though that clock is counting, this is taking a minute. Uh-oh. I just found the anchor controls. I thought about it. I thought about dropping anchor right now. I don't know. We're probably way too deep for it anyway, but still. it's just one of those invasive thoughts, you know? Now we're 48 meters to the bottom. So, yeah, that probably wouldn't work to drop the anchor anyway, but... All right, we're under 1 nautical mile away. Land ho.
Hello.
Another thing I noticed, and I could be wrong because honestly I'm not a seagoing ship captain, but I did take a course in order to be able to drive a boat. We learned about buoy colors, and I've played a lot of other ship simulation games, and I believe these colors are backwards. Red should be where green is, and green should be where red is. The little phrase to remember that is red, right, return. You want the red on the right as your return. I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be... I remember red, right, return, but it could be you want to be on the right side of the red, but I'm pretty sure this is backwards. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments below if I am wrong. But yeah. Another thing to note is that this game is...
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, you're reporting for duty. This game is still in early development, and so there's going to be enhancements and bug fixes and that sort of thing. So he is slowing down. I hear that engine slowing down a little bit, so I'm gonna take over. We're gonna shoot the gap here and enter the harbor. Now I can get to this view. It would have been nice to be able to get to this view when I wasn't actually in control of the ship. Whoa. Seemed like it took an immediate turn to starboard there. Pull up our map real quick. Zoom in, see exactly where we're going as far as I can zoom in. So it looks like we're just going to go right on the left side of that pier there. Oh, it just switched on me. So it looks like we're going over here. Pull up the map. Yeah, looks like it's straight ahead. Doesn't look like there's anything sticking out as far as piers or anything like that go. Try to maneuver it into position. I'm going to actually get kind of in front. I'm going to stay kind of straight and then just kind of drive it along the pier. Perhaps. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to keep it kind of going straight, kind of angling towards our spot. I want to get pretty close to that wall. And then I'm going to start turning. We can turn pretty well. Straighten out. I'm just barely above an idle here. And there we go. All right. So now, we need to go back into this view, exit the steering wheel. Let's go untie the twist locks here. They're highlighted. Looks like it is this one here. No, this one. Remove that. We'll turn this one. This one. It's not the same ones that we loaded before. Get rid of those. Can I get these ones? Okay, and what else? This one? I don't know if this is one or not. We're gonna undo it anyway. It was just 2 containers. If I would have looked at the little box in the upper right-hand corner, it would have told me it's 2 containers. Alright, so let's go to the crane. And we'll get those 2 containers offloaded. Find them here. They are. Oh. Oh yeah, place it on the truck. Hey truck, drive forward. that should do it. Let's see, let's go back to our boat. There we go. Alright. We got our rewards. We have unlocked following items, all these other things. Yay. Use fast travel outside harbor areas, set navigation course on the map with the desired checkpoints, keep an eye on the time and fuel consumption, and then confirm the route. You'll then navigate the route automatically. Some jobs prevent the use of fast travel. Yeah, this would have been nice. I've been recording now for an hour and 20 minutes. So, yeah, that would have been nice to have on this run, but I'm glad we have it now, so that's great. Let's see, we do need, before we go really quick, I think we need to refuel. Yeah, we need refuel and get our durability up and everything. So let's refuel. There we go. That way it is ready to go for next time. So actually, let's level this guy up too. I think we get some boosts here, especially with the fuel consumption. Our max speed, and we can do 16 knots now. Oh, let's do that again. 17 knots now. There we go. So, and oh, radar. Let's upgrade our radar. Why not? We'll upgrade that as well. Well, let's just upgrade everything. Echo sounder. There we go. Now everything is ready to go for next time. The character creator was playing around with this while we were underway. I was trying to do a little bit of customization here. Gotta have a beard. Something like this. Clothing. I like... Oh, we got different stuff now. Let's go with the black hoodie. And I like those jeans. I guess we can do shorts. That looks weird. Alright, we'll do that. I'll hit the confirm button, which is the enter key. Push it a few times. And when I exit, I still look like this. When I go back in there, I look like this. So it's not saving my choices. Again, this is a work in progress. Not a work in progress, early access. And so bugs will be present, and there's going to be upgrades and updates and that sort of thing. So with that being said, let me know what you think of this game. I'm interested to know your thoughts. Please put a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on this game. I certainly do enjoy it, and it is fun. Even though this episode is kind of boring, the other things are really fun. And maybe the next episode we will do one of the other... I guess we can't now. I think we've accepted this this faction as our faction, the Crescent Port Logistics. It's the name of the company that we're working for. But we can do other... I'll figure out a way to do other missions, as it were, with the other faction, I guess. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.